Okay, good evening, everyone. My name's Aaron Thomas, and I'm here to present to you TRAILAR, Mobile Solar Transport Solutions. Our deal, TRAILAR develops solar solutions for road transport. It installs the kits on all DHL rigid trucks in the UK to achieve a 5% fuel and emission saving for just €1 per day per vehicle. Our primary beachhead market is all 2,500 DHL rigid trucks with tail lifts in the UK. It's a specific market, but it's with the largest logistics company in the world and will give us the greatest shop window. With the rise in technology in solar, we've been the first to integrate solar technology into heavy goods vehicles with impressive results. And why wouldn't we, given the scale of the European market, let alone the rest of the world? As for the jobs to be done, there's an alternative vehicles solutions out there, such as microLives measuring driver performance and other fuel-saving technology, aerodynamic solutions for vehicles. There's an increased electrical demand on today's trucks. There's a host of climate offset initiatives out there for the transport sector and alternative vehicles directly competing against traditional fossil fuel vehicles. But with TRAILAR, we directly compete and address those jobs to be done. As for our customer value, well, not only a significant fuel saving, so 6 million to the beachhead market, but our system performs better than other fuel-saving initiatives out there on the market. Also, it's highly unlikely to get damaged and is independent of vehicle speed. Plus, you can get a return on investment in as little as 12 months. The product, we attach these thin film, lightweight, aerodynamic solar mats to the vehicle roof space. We then connect that to the vehicle battery and charge controller. Instead of the vehicle engine being used to charge the battery and ancillary equipment such as tail lifts, refrigeration unit, tracking, instead we use the harvested energy from solar technology. The result being reduced fuel and emissions, less engine idling and maintenance spend. Our competitive advantage, we've got 3 years research and development, a number of prototype vehicles out there on the UK roads, and the optimized fitting process. We can fit this in less than 6 hours. We've had global presence and relationships from day one with existing hauliers and OEMs and our current employer and future seed investor, DHL. And with our future hardware development, we'll gain IP rights. Over the past 2 years, we've interviewed over 100 colleagues from across the globe to validate our assumptions. They want retrofit fuel saving initiatives that are easy to install and low maintenance. With TRAILAR, you simply fit it and forget it. Our industry hasn't got deep pockets, and they are CapEx sensitive, so we offer alternative commercial models, such as a lease option, a buy outright, or a buy and fit. And also, we asked the intuitive question, if a trailer could talk, a truck, what would it tell you? And it was around big data. With our future technology, we'll be able to get the data from vehicles across the globe. As for the financials, we take 100% of the market share. It's all 2,500 vehicles. It gives us a profit of €150 per vehicle per year. However, 5 times as much as that goes back to the end user in fuel saving. That gives us an annualized profit of €375,000. And our key drivers, the number of installation and the fee charged per day, but more importantly, fuel prices remaining high, if not going higher, and the cost of solar is coming down, making our future products even more attractive. And the opportunity to scale, I mentioned the numbers in the European market, some 600 million we can go at. As for the climate impact, across the beachhead market, it yields a saving of 57,000 tons of CO2 over the 5 years, the lifetime of the vehicle. That's a reduction in over 5% of CO2 per vehicle per year. And it's important to stress, in those figures, we've added the manufacturing of the raw materials, the shipping, the installation, and the system performance to come up with these credible figures. As for our dream, it's to build a successful and profitable international business, generating hundreds of millions in revenue and leaving a greener and cleaner future for our children. This is echoed by our team members who've got a wealth of experience in transport and technology. And lately, we've won a number of awards, so you'll see that. And we've also been shortlisted for the Most Innovative Product of the Year award by the Freight Transport Association. Finally, it's fair to say we have been standing on the shoulders of giants, DHL, but with ClimateLaunchpad, we can build our own profitable business that's solely dedicated as well to climate impact. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and jury members. Okay?
Good finish. It's always hard to be the loudest, latest. Good finish. Questions? Dawn? Yeah, Ashwan?
It seems like the container manufacturers would be a better market to go after than the truck companies. They're essentially slapping on the container on top of the chassis.
Yeah, well, we have many products in the pipeline. The first one we've launched is the rigid truck. We've got the trailer ready to launch in April. 4 other products, but certainly in scope is the container market. We just wanted to do one at a time before we just launch and flood the market with so many products, but it's definitely in scope.
Could they do it themselves, the container makers?
Yeah, I mean, one of the main things around the whole solution is the charge controller, what Aaron mentioned about the patent. And most charge controllers are made for static solutions, and in transportation, they don't quite work for transportation solutions for a number of reasons. So people can try it, but with the leverage through the buying power that we have at the minute, and with the charge controller that we've got, it would be difficult to match both the performance and the cost.
Don?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I like any product that can be retrofitted in less than a day. That makes a lot of sense. I'm curious on the lease option. Does that also give you the opportunity to recover the solar at the end and then recycle it or repurpose?
Yeah, actually, that is one of our goals. We don't know how popular that's going to be, but we had a first customer now in Thailand, I think, that actually signed up for the lease option, apart from our UK business. And the idea really is to get it back, because already now the panels have a positive scrap value, but more importantly, the truck lives 5 years, the panel lives 25 years.
You're looking at capturing 100% market. That's what I saw. Yet the key driver is cost. The discussions we've had with customers, do they justify that?
Go ahead.
Okay, so the 100% market is DHL, because that's the beachhead market that we're aiming at. Around about 6 months ago, we pitched a DPDHL board, and we got full sign-off to implement this internally and globally as quickly as possible, and that's why the 100% is there. So that customer is there. That's what, and then obviously we'll aim at the external market.
Basically, your beachhead is one huge customer, and then you move on.
At the moment, but we do have 5 other paying customers. The legal entity went live 4 weeks ago, and since then we've got 5 paying customers and a couple of other customers that are fighting over exclusivity at the moment.
Nice. Kirsten, you're going to get the last question.
It looks like you are applying the solar surface to only part of the trucks. Why not the whole? What more can you do if you paper everything?
From the tests that we've done over the last 3 years, we could kit out the whole roof, but it'd be wasted money and wasted energy. Right now, for the amount of energy that's taken from the truck and its ancillaries, that's the perfect solution. If there's more ancillaries on there, for example, one of the products we're looking at is buses at the minute, and that takes lots and lots of additional ancillaries, and so we put more panels on then, so we can do the testing to make sure we're putting the right tipping point of solar on, so you're not putting too much on for cost.
But if, okay.
Thank you!